Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. Guys, remember a few days ago I came around here and told you about Kate Middleton being in Houston, Texas? According to their news, them people will bring some fake news and then they're going to come and tell you the news was fake. So Kensington Palace came out and said that news was false. So I don't know anymore what to do with these people. But here, let's listen to this sister here really quick, and then we're going to go to our speculation of what really happened to Kate Middleton, what made her really disappear. I'm going to put some video here. I'm not going to put the face, but I'm going to make you listen to what Murad Morelli had to say about this Kate dating one of the prominent royal members prior to William's uncle. But let's go with this Houston lady first, Wendy. She's on TikTok. She's the one who was in our previous video. I did tell y'all guys to go check on her there. She's one of the White Sausage Squad on a member on TikTok. So yeah, let's listen to Wendy, and then we're gonna go to Murad Morelli. We're gonna find out what Murad Morelli has to say about Kate dating William's uncle. These yacht people. Yeah, let's listen to Wendy.
There we have it, you guys. Today, June 10, 2024. That rumor has been debunked from Kensington Palace. I knew it wouldn't take long. This was posted 24 minutes ago. Is Kate Middleton seeking medical treatment in Houston? British royal officials say that is false. So, we have it. Kate Middleton is not seeking medical attention in Houston at the MD Anderson. Somebody blew it out their arse and it landed. People went with it thinking, okay, Kate's possibly in the United States receiving cancer treatment because MD Anderson is one of the most world-renowned places to get cancer treatments at. But 24 minutes ago, Kensington Palace dropped this and said she is not receiving treatment in Houston, Texas, which we all knew that was probably fake anyway. We were just wondering how true it was. Well, Kensington Palace put a very much of a stop to that. Not that we believe too much that Kensington Palace does say, but on the other hand, this was a good picture of her too. But on the other hand, hey, they're going to have to debunk it. That's the fastest I've ever seen them debunk something so quick, like super quick. Now, could that be a red flag because they debunked it so quick? They don't want anybody going to MD Anderson to try to see if she's there? Who knows? But I, again, don't feel like she's... No. I said this. Could it be? Nah, I don't think so. Yes, I did do a video on it this morning. I was very iffy about it. I can't see why that she would be there. But again, Kensington Palace broke that she is not there. So Kate, I am sure, is in the UK, and she's still doing what she was doing last week and the week before and the week before and the week before. Healing.
Did y'all hear that? The Kensington Palace came out and said that the rumors were false. But it could also be they're lying to y'all guys. So whoever lives in that place around the Texas, y'all need to walk around that hospital there and check, see if you're going to see a bunch of people speaking English, England English. If they sound British, y'all open your eyes and take your cameras. Buy those cameras. Y'all know, what do you call those cameras? GoPro? Yeah, get you one from Target. Yeah, they're very cheap, and get yourself some those selfie stick there and put it on that camera and go. Yeah, y'all need to start camping around that hospital from now to go. Yes, all the squaddies in Houston, Texas, open your eyes, get yourself a GoPro, or just use your cell phone camera. It doesn't matter. Get a selfie stick so you won't hurt your hands. hold that one there by that hospital. If anytime you see anyone sounds English, film them. Yep, that's how we're going to find out with their lies what is what. So now let's go to Murad Morelli. So we're going to go to what the real deal is here. Because Kate is not in Houston, not receiving treatment there. And in that England, nobody really knows what's happening with that Kate. And y'all told people she had cancer and she was in cancer hospital. And by that hospital there, nobody saw her family member visiting her when y'all told her she was there. Was that in February or in March? One of the month around there. So, according to Murad Morelli, he also found it on the newspapers, and I also posted something on the community page here about allegedly Kate Middleton dating Andrew, the Peter Prince, before she got married to William. So let's listen to Murad Morelli what he's gonna say about all this mess. Yes, and he definitely calls it a mess. It is a mess. So let's find out about this mess, family.
Well, not really much to enjoy, to be honest with you, because a lot of it is dark content at this point. We have Kate Middleton. First and foremost, there are old articles coming out where former friends were saying of hers, or current at this point, we don't know, that she had actually slept with none other than Prince Andrew. So this is very alarming to me, confusing. I don't know if there's any credible evidence to support this case, but this is an article that was published via the Mail, I believe, or Daily Mail a very long time ago, and it seems to have been resurfaced on Twitter. I had no idea. Maybe her friends are lying. Maybe she never slept with him. That is very plausible. Or maybe she did because she was trying to, I don't know, maintain some kind of aristocratic presence in the royal family, because Kate very much gives to me, I will do anything to get to that position, and Kate's mother, I feel like, also does the same. Pictures of her resurface where she's hanging around Richard Branson. Now, Richard Branson, for those of you who don't know, was mentioned in the Epstein documents, and the fact that there are tapes of him doing stuff with minors. So why has she been seen continuously with him at different events at a time, I believe, when her and William weren't seeing each other again because he broke up with her, or etc., whatever happened? She then, clearly wanted to be seen in the social uprising climate. It's the social, clout following, what presence, all of that kind of way to bonus her points up, and therefore she was seen with Richard Branson multiple times. It looked like they were going in a taxi together, heading somewhere, I don't know, but it is very confusing. Not only that, but she is getting pressure her way for the fact that she would even entertain Andrew, bring him back into the family, be in a car with this man and do things with him in any kind of way, be of that way you make it will, but, draws the line at Meghan, makes Meghan cry, doesn't want to be seen with her, feels like she's ruining the family, but here you are welcoming somebody who is basically a child R-word. It is disgusting, absolutely abysmal, wild, and doesn't make any sense to me that she would want to welcome this man back into the world. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It really is confusing. So because of these three main topics, she is obviously being spoken about. Not only that, but King Charles has announced that he will not be removing Prince Andrew from the particular area that he's living. He isn't going to face any consequences, is basically what Charles is saying. So make of that what you will. This family will support this child R-word as much as possible. They will support this paedophile as much as possible. Will do anything to remain by his side. But when it comes to Meghan, they will not even mention her, cut the funding off, and just basically kick her out. Meghan wanting to leave the country with Harry was the best thing they could have done, guys, because look at this family. Paedophile supporters is basically what these people are, and it's absolutely disgusting, especially for the fact that King Charles announcing that he's not going to do anything, he's not going to remove him, and that he wants to just allow him to maintain his presence and do what he wants to do is disgusting. And that indirectly is going to affect his throne and his time on the throne, because there's PR articles coming out in reference to Charles not doing anything is not going to bode well with the public, because it looks like the majority of the UK, it has now been reduced more than ever, and it has fallen below 50%. That has never been the UK with the public, because it looks like the majority of the UK that support the monarchy, it has now been reduced more than ever, and it has fallen below 50%. That has never taken place before. So best believe this Epstein-Andrew related stuff, and King Charles not doing anything about it, is definitely allowing some people to open their eyes up, because clearly the people who love the royal family are deaf, dumb, and blind. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I said what I said, and I'm not changing on it. Make of this what you will.
Yeah, so you heard it. I posted that post that he's talking about. I posted it on the community page. They are talking about it. Remember, this thing came around January. It was published around January or February. And since that article was released, we have not seen Kate out in the public. Couldn't this be one of the reasons why this lady is missing? Couldn't be one of the reasons why they kept her out there? And don't forget, the first thing that started here, the first thing that came out, it was around 2020. There was something that came about Kate Middleton's parents' farm. A piece of land was being used as a marijuana farm. Remember, the police raided that place, but until today, they haven't told us who was the person who was growing marijuana in that place. Okay? And of course, she is your Princess of Wales. Okay? She is the Princess of Wales, and she is in the line to become the Queen of England. So everything that was found about her parents then was buried, swept under the table. But in 2024, around January, there were lots of craziness happening. And then this article resurfaced. Well, no, it actually appeared on the media, on the pages for the first time. It just resurfaced. So guys, so they came up with this article. And they came up with a bunch of compromising pictures of Kate Middleton. They came up with her pictures in bikinis. On the yacht. I don't call them yacht, I call them yacht. Yeah, so they saw Kate. They brought her pictures with this Sir Branson, or I believe that's his name. Because when you have money in the United Kingdom, you're gonna get a title, I tell you. That's what David Beckham is fighting for here. Yeah, if you are a billionaire, you have money, guess what? You're gonna buy yourself some free title there. You're gonna be a baron, a sir, or some good stuff there. You're gonna earn yourself a title. So those titles are not always like a royal. They're not always royal. So you can buy those titles. Yeah, that's what David Beckham is fighting for. Yeah, so that sir was hanging around Kate. They were hanging out. And that guy could easily be Kate's father. And the guy's name was then Epstein's nonsense there. Apparently the guy was also hanging out with children. Bro. And those pictures with Kate, y'all saw them. I published them. And you're going to tell me Kate is friends with somebody like her daddy? They walk around and go on vacations and ride taxi and all those stuff together? But why would they ride taxi? That guy's a billionaire. Oh, okay. Maybe the taxis belong to him. Where do they go? Where were they going? And you see that guy on a yacht too. You always see him. He's always on yacht. He's always on water. He's very familiar with those areas there. So did you all guys see a few minutes ago, I also posted on my page, one of Kate's best friend came up with the brothel. Did you see that? She came up with some kind of fascinating something on the yacht. You know those yacht girls, like the certified yacht girls. So she came with a legal escort company. Yeah, so Kate's best friend, I don't remember what her name is, but I did post her on my page. Y'all saw her with Kate Middleton. So she's a farmer yacht girl, and she came out with escort girls for some kind of cruise. I believe it's a few months cruise, and it's gonna open this in a few months, I believe so. Kate's best friend opened an escort agency for women to pick and choose who they want to hang out with. You know, some words you don't just say them on this YouTube like that. So basically, women are the ones who are going to be choosing who they want to spend time with on the cruise. So I don't know if they're going to be changing switching those men around. Like, I don't know what, like the way they used to do before with Kate Middleton. Allegedly. That's what she was doing on the yacht before. That's where she ended up hanging out with this Andrew. And y'all know Andrew's a pedo. And for Andrew, it's good to hang around those little kids. And did you guys see another Andrew's picture there with some other model who's 25 or 30 years younger than him? Those are the people that Andrew hangs around with. And Kate, I mean, seriously, those people, you know, I'd rather just hang around people who kind of talk like me, like open book people, than those hypocrites. You know, those people who don't really do much, they don't really talk much. They tend to accuse people like me of doing all the things that Kate does. I can't do I can't do anything that this kid does. I can't do none of that. Where is your dignity as a woman? You know you were dating William already. How come you're going to go take William's uncle to your bed? How do you do that? Where these people ain't got no morals. It's all of them. They will do anything for money. Anything. And they want to come up here, start telling people how to live their lives. And come down here to judge people, judge Meghan Markle. Y'all people ain't got no shame. So how does that make you? Like, you dated the father and also dated the son? That's what it is. I mean, I don't know the better way to put this. Remember what Piers Morgan was saying around here a few months ago? Now this thing kind of rings a bell in my head. He went, if half of everything I'm hearing coming from that palace is the truth, couldn't it be this thing here? That's what he was talking about. Because, I mean, seriously, you're going to be a next queen, for God's sake. With this reputation, girl, that's why they're hiding you. Girl, that's why your marriage is out there. And guess what? That's why Rose Hanbury is going to become the queen. Not you. Even though Rose Hanbury has her own other stuff, but for her, the world is going to forgive her because apparently, allegedly, she married a guy who is a homosexual. Apparently, allegedly, according to the newspapers, the guy has been living with his lifelong partner since the 1980s. So the world is not going to blame Rose. The world is actually going to blame you. Because guess what? You did not want to be, when you broke up with William, you just couldn't let it just be fly and look for some other guys your age. You started hanging out around this sir, and then you ended up in this one's whatever. Andrews. Girl, please. I don't know what to say about you. You did all this to yourself because your mother told you, if you do not come back here with a billionaire, do not come back. It's also your mother's fault. She sold you. And where is she now? Now she's hiding. See, you can't buy reputation. Girls, you can't buy reputation. You can't buy people to change anything. Otherwise, Camilla couldn't change. She could have changed her mistress studies from our mouths. And I'm sure Camilla really enjoys people talking about her. Because she has no shame. Had I been Camilla, with the way my mother raised me, I wouldn't be going in the public waving at nobody with all this terrible resume of mine being a homewrecker. A mistress, a homewrecker, terrible human being. I wouldn't feel comfortable going out in public. But look at her. Look at her. She's everywhere.
What Kensington Palace meant to
Let's
say, this
listen.
was a snippy statement. Kensington Palace made it clear in January the timelines of the princess were covering, and we'd only be providing significant updates. The guidance stands. Why are you even having Kate's representative? She's never had her own representative come out and get snippy with a gossip magazine in America. Anyway, here's what they really wanted to write. We still haven't come up with a plausible lie to explain why we disappeared the Princess of Wales. And what we'd really love if everyone would stop asking about her and give us till September to manufacture something remotely believable. Kensington Palace. Did I not tell you that when William announced a week after Kate being in hospital that he was having the Earthshot Prize in South Africa in November 2024, that she wouldn't be there? Did I not tell y'all? But you know what? You know who we need to weigh in? Let's have Kate's publicist weigh in, shall we? Let me know what you guys think after the comments. Listen to this video of Kate's unofficial publicist. She's really quite entertaining. Let's go. Bloody voicemail again. Kate, hi. Just a quick one for me. Where the fuck are you, babe? No, seriously, it's getting a little bit gone, girl. I'm getting a bit freaked out over here. You know, we said 2024, go big or go home, not go missing. That was never actually an option that we discussed. So if you could just call me back, please, Your Highness, Your Majesty. Thank you so much. What? No, she hasn't gone to get a BBL. What's a BBL? A Brazilian butt. Oh, God, you know, you might be onto something. Because she never lived down the whole Pippa Rear of the Year situation. What kind of a woman does squats before their own sister's wedding? That's my question. Tells you everything you need to know about that family. Oh, she's got me. Kate, hi. My darling, it's so good to hear your voice. Honestly, I thought you were going to end up as a chapter in Harry's next book, and nobody wants that, do they? Is Will annoyed? Is Will with me? No. Darling, Will only realised you were missing about a day ago, which is odd because you have been gone for about 2 months. And it's kind of the case with everyone. Everyone only sort of noticed the other day. And that's what I said. You do so much. It's crazy that they didn't, because you do so much. And just, if anyone does ask, remind me again what it is that you do, just so no, you're right, now is not the time and the place. What have I been doing on my side? Well, I did dress Pippa up and send her out as you as a decoy for the press, but they did clock on straight away. Yeah, the arse was a telltale sign. And to others, I've been saying, darling, she's not disappeared, she's just skinny. You should try it. But they're not really going for that either. But I'm glad you've been resting. I didn't know if they did retreats in Magaluf, but it is good to hear some time away from the monster-in-law. Your words, not mine. Your words, not mine. Anyway, rest up and we'll chat. Anyway, guys, I just thought you could use a little bit of brevity and humor. But all jokes aside, how long do you give it until they finally announce where Kate is? They're going to crack next week.
Yeah, guys, this is the celebrity junk. This is Tisa Tells on TikTok. That's her voice. But, yeah, Tisa Tells TikTok is called Celebrity Junk. That's where she's at.
There is nothing at this point. Another person says,
Kate Middleton was caught with another man. The Cambridge spouses diligently show a family idol in public. And this is all against the backdrop of rumors of Prince William cheating on his wife. In this situation, Kate Middleton maintains her mood by doing her favorite activities. One of them is sailing. At a recent race, she was accompanied by a tall, dark-haired man. He is a professional sailor named Ben Ainsley. People around notice the warm communication between them. Prince William is clearly inferior in attractiveness to the athlete. Compared to him, Kate looks great despite having 3 children. What do you think? Is it worth
Younger sister of Kate Middleton, who is currently married to James Matthews. And although their relationship came to an end in 2011, they reportedly stayed on friendly terms over the years. But then after nearly 5 years of marriage to Lady Gabrielle, and in the middle of this Where Is Kate hysteria, Thomas was found dead on February 25th, 2024. He was just 45 years old.
English financier Thomas Kingston has died at 45 years old, Buckingham Palace has announced. He was found dead on Sunday, February 25th, 2024, at a home in Gloucestershire. According to The Independent, the cause of death is currently unknown, but isn't believed to have been anything suspicious.
Thomas's death was announced on February 27th, and the family released a statement saying, "It is with the deepest sorrow that we announce the death of Thomas Kingston, our beloved son and brother. Tom was an exceptional man who lit up the lives of all who knew him. His death has come as a great shock to the whole family, and we ask you to respect our privacy as we mourn his passing." 3 days later, it was revealed that the cause of death was a catastrophic head injury. Thomas was reportedly found in a locked outbuilding and was found at the scene. The police said they were not treating the incident as suspicious. On March 12th, Thomas was laid to rest in a private funeral, and it's being reported that Prince William attended the service. Now here's where the conspiracy started flying around. A lot of people thought the timing of Thomas's death was highly suspicious. See, over the past few months, there's been a series of strange and serious things happening in the royal family, one after another. First, Kate disappears, and the royals release a fake proof of life photo. King Charles announces he has cancer. Then earlier this month, Queen Camilla announces she is taking a break from royal duties. And now a close friend of the royals supposedly unalives himself. But here's where it gets even crazier, y'all. Now keep in mind, these are all rumors and speculations. But some sources are now claiming that Kate allegedly had an affair with Thomas, possibly became pregnant, and then was forced to terminate the pregnancy. But if you ask me, I'm not buying this theory. What sounds way more plausible to me is that William is the one who allegedly fathered a child with his rumored longtime mistress, Rose Hanbury. And it's quite possible that Kate had a nervous breakdown. Now here's why the theory sounds more believable than Kate cheating with Thomas Kingston. First of all, rumors about Will's side piece Rose Hanbury have been swirling online and in the British press for literally years. And multiple
had been anticipated. After 5 months without being seen in public, the Daily Beast news site revealed that the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, will not be making any public appearances for the rest of the year. At this moment, she is surrounded by her family and parents while continuing her course of chemotherapy. It is also expected that Prince William will dedicate even more time to his family in the next 6 weeks, providing all the necessary support during this difficult period. We kindly request respect from the Sussex squad, as we know that many will make negative comments about this news. Please take the time to read about the treatment and side effects of chemotherapy before making offensive remarks. Chemotherapy is an extremely taxing treatment, both physically and emotionally. While we don't know the exact type of cancer the princess is facing or the intensity of her chemotherapy.
Did y'all hear that? They're requesting what? These people. Andy Cohen here.
I have to ask you. Sure. What the is going on with Kate Middleton? This Photoshop thing is...
Yes. I was out. I thought, let's all just ignore this. We've moved on until the Photoshop thing. And it feels like you're almost handling it badly in an impressive way at this point.
Because isn't their motto, never complain, never explain?
That's right.
They had her explaining on Twitter?
Yes, there was a non-zero chance she died 18 months ago.
Looks unrecognizable as she enjoys unusual hobby. Apparently, Kate Middleton looks unrecognizable as she enjoys unusual hobby and sweet snap. Now, I don't know, this was dated May 26, which was just 2 days ago in 2024. Kate Middleton previously shared her very unusual hobby, which sees her look totally different from her usual chic style and polished beauty. All right, guys, wait for it and tell me if this is a photo that has already been surfaced, or is it a new photo? I don't know anymore. You tell me. This is Kate tending to her bees. Is this a new photo? It says Kate attends to a hive in the garden at Anmarhar. Anmer Hall on the Sandringham Estate in Norfolk. Is this new? Oh, I'm asking you guys, genuinely asking. Don't come at me. Is this a new photo? She's beekeeping. Goes on to say, it thought that beekeeping is shared interest between Kate and her younger brother James, but the Instagram post left many royal followers expressing their astonishment at her hobby. Yeah.
These people, they're gonna run out of lies. All this is the compilation of lies after lies and after lies after lies. They just can't stop. They need to produce that evidence of life. They need to bring that kid up here and put her on camera like this so she could talk and shake her head, for God's sake. What's going on with her? Well, people of the UK want to know the truth. They pay for your luxury life, so they have a right to know where you're all hiding. Kate is the head of the state. Her life can't be private. Anything is not going to be private around here. Remember our, what do you call him? The Secretary of Defense of ours had cancer. Came here and told everybody on the national TV. Why Kate can't do the same thing? Why y'all can't come here and tell people all the truth? What's going on?
Kate Middleton did spend a good chunk of time either. So there's nothing for me to imply because it's true. Kate Middleton did spend a good chunk of time either partying, shopping, or waiting around for Will. That is well documented. So let's not act like, this information is not out there. It's definitely out there. So I am using one of these other photos of Kate partying. This is one of, the nicer ones because there are some that are out there that are not so nice. And so this isn't in any way, shape, or form me trying to shade her or drag her for partying. A lot of people partied in their 20s when they were in school. It happens. A lot of people did it. I went and did it. I'm the first one to tell you that when I was in school, I partied my little heart out to my heart's content. Okay? So that's no way, shape, or form me trying to drag her. My thing is, let's not act like this didn't happen. I know the media and people in the Royal Rota and the Crown Critters like to act like Harry was the one that was falling out of clubs and being super like out of control drunk. But Kate and William were also doing it too. Even if you go to the British royal family's website and you look up Kate Middleton's profile, it doesn't really have a whole lot on what she was doing, before she married Prince William. Of course, it has that she graduated from St. Andrews, and that's where she met Prince William. And also, let's not act like before Will and Kate got married, the media was not calling her Lady Katie because she was just waiting around for William to pop the question. It was even reported that allegedly, Queen Elizabeth told Kate Middleton to get a proper job. Like, the Queen was not impressed about the fact that Will and Kate were jumping from vacation to vacation. She was not for that. And allegedly, she believed that, until Kate actually had an actual career, that an announcement should be postponed of their engagement. It was even said by a source close to the royal family, we know how those sources are, said that Her Majesty's opinion that if Kate is one day to be William's consort, then she needs a proper job. And also, I'll just leave this tidbit here since you want to compare Kate to Meghan and what they were doing before they became royals. Here it is right here in black and white. Also, you Crown Critters always want to bring up that Meghan was supposedly a yacht girl and she was working for Epstein. If any of that was true, do you really think the British media would not have that information out there? Do you really think that the royal family would have protected her? No, that information would have been out there. So please miss me with that. And why? Because she was seen out with a group of women on a yacht. That makes her being a yacht girl. Because using that analogy, that would mean that since we have photos of Kate being on a yacht as a young woman, that
So pictured here is Sir Richard Branson, and he is with Kate. The absolute irony in what I'm about to tell y'all. So pictured here is Sir Richard Branson, and he is with Kate Middleton. They are pictured together because Kate was at one of his rooftop parties. Now, this was in her early years. I don't know. I mean, she's known this man for quite some time. So I guess she's friends with his daughter or something. And Kate has really looked up to him for guidance on certain things, business-wise, I guess. And I know you guys are wondering, why are you connecting this man to Kate? Well, yikes. He was named as one of the sex fiends on Gilligan's Island. Now, allegedly, Epstein reported him having sex with one of the victims. And of course, he's denying it, but I don't give a damn whether he's innocent or guilty. It's just funny how all the White Walkers thought it was going to be Meghan when it was these two sex hounds. One connected to Charles and the other to Kate. If you get it, you get it. Now, the moral to this story is the guilty always accuse the innocent. What's that now? The royal family too? Meghan's...
Ha! That is Kali Girl. That's Kali Girl on TikTok.
Parents and her siblings and their families? That's a great question. They are all... Where are Kate's parents and her siblings and their families? That's a great question. They are also MIA. Spot on. I was looking for the exact same thing. I'm like, what's going on with the parents and the family? No one has said anything. And that could take you to believe that maybe it's about a privacy thing. But get this. A little while ago, Kate Middleton's parents were in a huge car accident. And then after that, I've only seen old photographs with new interviews, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they're doing with Kate Middleton now. They'll post an old photograph because there's nothing recent and try to make a new article with it. Now, what's super sus is this. They keep on saying that her mom releases interviews. Like I'll show you a few articles. But yet there's no video footage on it. Again, every image is old. There is nothing new. So you have Kate Middleton's sister's former boyfriend that was found deceased under mysterious circumstances. And I've made videos about that. They're in this playlist. You have Kate Middleton's parents that have been into an accident and yet to be seen. Haven't heard anything from Pippa. That's odd. Very odd. Unless they were told specifically to keep it hush-hush. One can only assume that this is the situation. But it is very odd that we haven't seen any of them come out. I'll tell you one thing. If Meghan leaves Harry, she'll spill the beans, like big time. But not until she's with him. If she's with him, she won't say anything. But if they break up, you can rest assured you'll get the story from her.
Why Meghan Markle and Kate had their falling out. Apparently when Meghan found out that William was cheating on Kate, she approached Kate about it. And she basically was like, hey, woman to woman, I found out about this and I thought that you should know. And Kate was like, are you dumb? This is just how our arrangement is. You know, I get to be princess, queen, whatever, and he gets to do what he does. I don't know, I guess Meghan didn't like that answer, and so that's why they had a falling out. But I don't know, that seems like a weird thing to just end a friendship over, so it must have been that compounded with a lot of other stuff. Now, don't get mad at me for saying this. I heard this on Doom Law's podcast. And another thing that they talked about was Kate's abdominal surgery. She apparently has had some stomach trouble for a long time, and the surgery that she got was on her colon and her bowels. So that's probably the reason why they didn't disclose that information to the public. Anyway, what do you think about all that? And
yeah, the TikTokers, they gave you all the gossip. So this one here is a HRH gossip on TikTok.
like I said,
Well, I guess I'm gonna come back to this Kate's mess. My phone is dying. And I'm gonna talk to you all guys later. Please subscribe to Isabella Banks and subscribe to my channel and to all the friendly channels. Thank you all guys. This thing here